Hi guys. Okay, so this is how we are going to learn how to apply lashes, especially for our first time users or just those who have worn them but aren't just really comfortable popping them on or taking them off even. This is just something I really wanted to do to make sure that you get the full lifespan of your lashes as well, because if you take care of them, you could wear them multiple times. And if you really don't know how to go about it, it could, potentially rip or break or anything like that. So I'm going to use my favorite lash, the Mood Slay lashes. It's the dramatic one, of course. I already took it out, so it's hard to see. Now, as you can see, I have long nails. So this is really some tips on how to go about it if you have longer nails like I do. When I had shorter nails, I could just pop them on with my fingers and be fine. But with longer nails, it's a little more difficult. So first of all, even removing them from the package, be careful. I have bought, oh my God, at least 3 good pairs of lashes from Ulta and I think Sephora in a hurry and just want to rip them out of the package with these claws. And honestly, I just was not even thinking about it, and the band literally broke. So I'm just going to ask, I haven't experienced that with these, but I've also learned my lesson. So I do suggest what we're going to apply them with are tweezers, and just be careful, get under the strip and gently remove them off. I know we do get in a hurry, but just to be safe, just go ahead and use tweezers or your nail if you have real nails that are thinner. Just make sure that you get under the band and then slowly remove it from the case. So what else do we need? So we need mascara, and I'm using NYX Voluptuous today. Eyelash curler, honestly, and I'll tell you why I'm hesitant about that. The eyelash glue that I use for now is just Duo. You can get that from literally any convenience store. And then I use 2 pairs of tweezers. And of course, a mirror. So the reason why I'm like, eyelash curler, because I don't really have eyelashes, as you can see. But the reason why I do suggest it if you do is so it does fan your eyelash up alongside the lash extensions. The more that it, looks like they're all one, and that's why we do the mascara as well, the more natural they're going to look. Now, these are dramatic today, but with the other styles that I chose, it is really easy to blend along with those lashes and make them look really natural. So I am excited to get started, and I also want to stop while I put one on just to see like the difference in this simple makeup look, what a lash can change about it, and then you can see it just side by side. So first what we're going to do is grab our lash glue. I already took off the lid. And then you're going to go along the strip that's going to be touching your eyelid. And so I put and this can get messy. But you have to squeeze it a little bit. The little head will come out. And then you're going to really just follow along the band. You don't want globs of it. Just maybe like, what's a good comparison? The thickness of the band, which isn't obviously that thick in this case, because I wanted really flexible bands. Just follow along. And so it's really hard to see that small little thing, but if you just follow along and then leave it there to get tacky. And the only way to know without actually touching it and getting the tackiness on you instead of your lid is when it's coming out, it's very obviously a liquid. When it starts to get tacky, it will begin to bubble up or even look like foam. That's what you're looking for. And with Duo, Duo is really good for the convenience of a convenience store like glue. It's $5.99 and you can get it literally anywhere. But I do know that I have heard of suggestions of really advanced lash glue, like waterproof and all that stuff. This has never failed me, I will say, and I'm pretty sure I've been even splashed with water before, and it's never had a problem. Honestly, I can put too much glue on and it hurts at the end of the night taking it off. So let's go over that while this is drying. So removing the eyelashes, you want to have makeup wipes for sure. If you, that's the bare minimum is makeup wipes. And so you can, get that around your eye without anything burning. So I do suggest that. Now it isn't like hair glue. I know a lot of people use that, and I really can't believe people use that, but I have heard and seen those type of things. So it's not as strong or toxic as that. It does have a smell, I will say that. But it is made for eyelashes. So obviously they didn't make it to where it's going to be too strong to where you're ripping your lid off. But we still need to be gentle because our skin on our eyes are so sensitive and thin. You don't want to obviously hurt yourself. Same as you don't want to get this glue in your eye. It can burn. I've experienced that. Just being too quick about it and not safe. So safety first with these tweezers, safety first, and just take your time. The real trick to it is getting a mirror, and this isn't even my favorite one for this, but get a mirror that you can get real close with. I have actually this mirror that can be double-sided if I wanted the magnification, but I really don't need it. And then it's good to get a downward angle. So if you're looking down and your eyelid is obviously pointing downward, you can place this lash right on top of your natural lash line. Right now, I'm doing like a natural eye look, which doesn't call for liner, which makes it even more pressure for me because that means I have to make sure it lines up with my lash line perfectly, or else you're going to see that it's sticking to skin. That's why if you really, and honestly, I could do liner with this if I wanted to, but I just didn't. Liner is really good, a good tool to like basically make it look like you have a perfect match when it's not. So I would suggest doing liner for your first couple times if you're nervous about matching up to that lash line, just so you get away with a little more mistakes, which we all make. If this is something you're interested in, just for whatever reason, go for it and don't worry about anything else. I did want to also bring up the mascara. So I did actually put mascara on top and bottom. You can't even see my lashes at the top. That I literally have none. You can see the bottom because I did a trick that I'll go over in another tutorial with you about making your bottom lash match your top lash. And these are pretty heavy, so this one coat probably won't match directly, but I could always add another coat. And I'll show you that trick. What else did I want to go over? It should actually be tacky by now, so let's go ahead and start to apply. So I have a big set of tweezers and a small set of tweezers. For me, the smaller is just better to get in that inner corner. So I always take the bigger one on the outside and I pick it up. And then you just put it how you're going to actually apply it. It actually looks like it is still a little wet. Let's see if the other one's more dry actually. Looks like this one is. So I have the inner corner with the small tweezers over here. If it still looks like it could go a little, you blow on it, you know. And then just get up and close and personal with your mirror and look down as much as you can. And again, this is too tall for me to do that, but looking down helps. So actually let me do full demonstration and I'll move it down. And okay. And then grab it with both and look down in the mirror. And you just want to try to match your eye shape the best you can. Now this is a great example because it was still a little wet and glue got a little messy, as glue tends to do. But don't panic. So you can place it, you can move it around a little bit if it's not too tacky. And because that glue got a little messy, I just used the tip of the rounded tip. Obviously, don't puncture your eyeball. And just clean up. If you can't do it with this, get a Q-tip or that makeup wipe. I'm so used to it, I can use the metal, but if you've never done it before, I don't suggest that. So here's a Q-tip, and I'm just going to clean up the little mess. Now, if your eyes water a lot, which mine do because I am definitely dealing with allergies, if you cannot tell, just breathe and stay calm, because I feel like the more we swat at it, the more we do anything, they water more. And so go really slow with it if you need to. If you can't see, I still have a little glue here. Don't panic about that. We can fix it. There we go, and one lash on. So now you can see what this look turned into with a lash and what it looks like without a lash. Now, to me, I look completely undone on this side of my face, but that's because I'm used to wearing the lash, and I just really like the extra finish a lash can bring to any look, because this look is literally something I just threw on in 5 minutes, and this side of my face looks like it was on in 5 minutes, and this just makes it look like a real look to me. And so I just feel like that is what we need. For me personally, the top two things that make the most difference in my face and in my appearance is my eyebrows and my lashes. I feel like I could get away with a clear lip gloss. I could get away with a BB cream over my skin, or even just like a smoothing primer if I didn't want to wear foundation at all. But what I can't get away with is not filling in these eyebrows and not having lashes. It doesn't look like a, I don't know. I just feel like that's what I need. Let's go ahead and do the second, which is perfectly tacky by this point. Now you will see the little glue, the white dots. The white dries clear, so you don't have to worry about it showing up white. They do also have a black glue that it does look black and it dries black. So if you are normally wearing like thick liner, you could definitely use the black and not worry about it blending in like with your black liner. But for me, because some days I do like to go without liner, I get the clear. But that is it. They'll continue to dry, and that's how we apply lashes. If you have any other questions, definitely leave me a comment below and subscribe to the channel. It's very new, and I'm excited to go on this new journey with you guys. Thank you.